Hey guys, how's it going? It's Amanda. So this is the EZVIZ Mini 360 Plus. It's a 1080p full HD Wi-Fi camera, and it's a great addition to your smart home because this thing comes in right now at under 70 bucks. It's $69.99 on Amazon, and it is so feature packed for that price tag. It's kind of crazy. So inside the package, you're going to get the camera itself, and here they've got it covered up just to keep it protected while it's in transit. Now it is fairly glossy, so it will show some prints and some scratches and things like that, so make sure you do handle it with care. Looking at the pictures and stuff online, I thought it was a nice looking camera. The price was good, seemed to have great features, but when I pulled this thing out, I was shocked. This thing looks like a really high quality piece, and I know they sell it at other retailers besides Amazon. I think Sam's Club and some few other places I've even seen carry this as well. But it looks great, and as you're going to see by the end of the video, it performs awesome as well. So also included in the package is some hardware and screws and drywall anchors in case you want to actually mount this thing. Here is the little diagram letting you know kind of how to do it, and that's part of the mount itself. Here we have the power brick. It's a USB one, which I'll show you here in just a little bit, that you can actually power it by other things because it's not using a whole lot of power. But the end of this is a barrel adapter. One end is a USB, the other is a barrel. So please note that you can't just use micro USB. And then there's a quick start guide you may want to refer to. So here is my example. I've just plugged this into the hub that is plugged into my USB on my iMac, and this is powering on. You can see there's a little light indicator. It's not real bright there. And if we flip it around on the back side here, you have your Ethernet port if you want to hardwire it, and a micro SD slot to record. They're not trying to just sell you this camera super cheap and then sell you a service. You can record directly to an SD card. On the very bottom here is where you would mount it if you want to attach this to your wall or secure it somehow. On the sides here, you can see there is a speaker and a microphone and a reset button. It does have two-way talking. You can listen in. So here's how we are going to set this up. You're going to download the EZVIZ app. You're going to have to set up and create an account with them. And I've already got this set up, but just to go back, you're going to hit this plus sign up here, and it says you can add a new device. We're going to hit scan for QR. Then you're going to hit yes to allow your camera to have access to it, and then it's going to scan it and automatically register it in. Now I'm hiding my serial number here, but you can see it's already done and registered to my phone. Here inside of the app is your home screen. Just to the right of that at the bottom, you see messages where it gives you any kind of info, and then you have more, which is basically kind of some settings. Here I have my album, an account management where you can set up different things. You have an actual settings, even though all these are types of settings. You have your help. Next to that, you have your about, and then you have other options for if you have an account set up with them for Cloud Play. You can connect this with IFTTT, feedback, or disconnect your third-party accounts. I just have one camera set up, but if you have multi-camera set up, you can click the multicam button and access different views of those. You can flip your camera to upside down in case you have it mounted somewhere. And then the magnifying glass will obviously zoom in. So here we have 2x zoom, and we have 4x zoom, and 8x zoom. So the next row down, you can see the little directional pad, and if we click on that, that is going to allow us to change the selection of how your camera responds. So it opened up on 360 picture. Here I'm clicking pan and tilt, and you can slide up on this little, it's kind of like a little touch screen pad, and if you slide once, it just barely moves, but if you slide and hold, it's going to keep your camera scrolling in that direction. So here is a look at the camera itself, and I think this is as fast as it moves. I'm not sure if a software update can change that or if that's going to be a hardware thing, but it's not the fastest to respond, but it definitely does respond both to manually controlling it and also controlling it by motion, which I'll show you here in just a moment as well. But the ability to pan and tilt on this thing is just awesome. I have some cameras that cost 3 times the price of this, and you just get a wide angle view. This kind of control is just awesome for this price tag. So that was a look at the pan and tilt. There's also a 360 picture mode where you can take a 360 photo, and then auto tracking, and you can turn motion on and off. So here I am just moving around, and it definitely does track me. It does get a little bit confused by my Einstein artwork. It thinks it's a face and kind of tries to focus on it, but I think that's making it smarter, not worse. But it does follow me around, and it does a good job, and I'll show you some low light examples here in a moment as well. So here we are back at the main page. You have the speak button, and oh, look at that. My motion detection notice has been push notification sent to my phone. So whether I was in this app or not, it would have sent that push notification up, which is awesome. You can turn that on or off, but I keep mine on. Next is sleep mode or privacy mode. You can do either or depending on how many times you tap it, but I really like the fact that you can tell by looking at the camera, because if you see this logo, you know that it is not recording or seeing what's going on. So if you need some privacy, or if you see the camera, you know there's the possibility that it's on. So the next options there are snapshot if you want to take a picture, or record if you want to actually record a video of what's going on. And then you have your option to the farthest right on the bottom that is video quality. So you can have standard mode if you want to record for longer times, if you know you're going to be gone for a real long time, or you can switch to high def mode. At the bottom, I tapped the video history, and here you can see you have the option for Cloud Play or just your video history on your SD card. Now, I've never signed up for the Cloud Play, but you can scroll through your timeline here and get to an exact moment in time. It also has the date there. And oop, there's another push notification. So here, I just tapped on it. You can see the notification options. It's also sent into your messages. And we go back to, once I get back on the right page here, up at the top, you can see there's the cogwheel, and that's going to open up your settings. So from there, you can change the name of your camera. Scroll down, you have audio. You can turn it on or off. There's alarm notifications, so you can turn those on or off. Without walking you through every one of them, there's just a whole bunch that you'll want to play with and get familiar with. So I've shown you kind of how it works in the daytime, but if you see here in the dark, you can see those two red dots on the front. This is motion tracking right now, me as I'm recording this, and those are IR sensors, so this will work at nighttime. Please excuse my look because it's about 6 a.m. I woke up super early while it was still relatively dark in my office. I shut down all the lights, closed all the curtains, and I wanted to see how well it would track me even in the dark. Yeah, so it does a pretty good job. I was actually surprised because I can't see in my office that well, but yeah, it does work in the dark as well. So guys, I hope my examples have showed you that this is an awesome camera for the $70 price tag. In fact, I think this is an awesome camera if it was a $100 camera, maybe even a little bit more, because I have one that I think is about $150, and I think this actually has way more features as well. So guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.